To love for Elroy. This is a voice without a face, exploring the hidden currents of life, the unseen rules of the soul, and the truths we pretend don't exist. In this episode, we are not just talking about spirituality, we are stepping into it, letting it find us, and watching how it bends reality in ways we never expect. You know, spirituality doesn't come like a neatly wrapped gift for your Christmas. It doesn't wait politely on your doorstep either, with a bow or a card that says, "Here, enjoy enlightenment." No, spirituality shows up like the monsoon after a long, stubborn summer, suddenly, violently, and wetting every corner of your life you thought was dry. You didn't ask for it, you didn't even notice it was coming, and yet, there it is, soaking everything you thought was normal, safe, or predictable. Yes, I remember the first time it hit me. I wasn't meditating, chanting, or even trying to be spiritual. In fact, I was an atheist. I didn't believe in God. I was just living my small, perfect little human life, trying to survive things. And then, bam, life ripped open a window and whispered, or maybe screamed, "Wake up, look around, stop pretending." The tone was like that. That's the thing about spirituality. It doesn't teach like a teacher. Obviously, it doesn't give you slides, notes, or homework. It's more like sunlight for a tree. You either observe it or you wither. And sometimes you don't even know it's happening until you feel yourself grow in strange, uncontrollable ways, maybe unpredictable. Like sometimes when you get out of it, you don't know the version that existed in your past. And you think it will be gentle and peaceful. No, absolutely not. Sometimes, yeah, it can be gentle. It's like this glimmers that you get about being nice and good. Half of the time it's not. Most of the time it's not gentle. It's God taking you on a morning walk, but forgetting to mention the path goes through fire, mountains, betrayal, heartbreak, and oh, yes, your hidden shame you didn't even know you existed. You stumble, you curse, you get angry, you throw tantrums, you think you are done, and then finally you laugh. You laugh at everything that you have faced. Because there's this strange thrill in realizing that you're still alive even after your world tried to kill your illusions. Like the entire world around you breaks and builds itself in a new way. Here's a secret: spirituality doesn't care about your labels. Atheist, believer, overthinker, full time avoider, doesn't matter at all. The soul doesn't check your resume. It doesn't care if you pray, meditate, or ignore the world entirely. If your number is up, you get called. And sometimes it's the funniest thing because you don't know when it's your turn. I have seen atheists refuse God but chase angel numbers, refuse prayer but manifest parking spots. I have been one. The soul always finds a loophole, and that's called spirituality. You see, it isn't just a lifestyle, it isn't a choice you make. I mean, it's not like you're gonna wake up one day from your bed, "I'm choosing spirituality." No, it's not like that. And it also not like this, "I'm going to meditate and become any atheist or someone who believes in God." No, it doesn't work like that. It's like an earthquake, but a very clever one. It knows when to knock at your door. It's not the kind that destroys everything. Yes, it destroys all the things that you believe in, like Maya, the reality you thought was true. It destroys that, but not the good things. Spirituality is that kind that knocks down exactly the walls that are trapping you, the ceilings hiding your light, the rooms where your fear lives. It's messy. I can surely call it dramatic, but more than that, I can call it beautiful 100 times. Yes, it can be very, very funny if you survive it. Yes, where would you go with all these humor sins after you heal everything? It becomes funny. I like to imagine life as a house. Religion gave you the rules on how to clean it. The universe gives you the broom to clean it. But spirituality, it comes at 3 a.m., turning off all the lights, drags you outside and says, "Come, I want to show you where you actually live." It's like that. And sometimes it's a slap, it's a very hard slap, not metaphorical, a real. Look at the sky and say, "Okay, I hear you," kind of slap. You don't know who you're talking to when it comes to this. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's fierce, like very powerful. But it always begins exactly where your illusion ends. So here we are. Most people want spirituality neat, packaged, like in spoons, like a comfort food that you have. Like it's a subject you can study in school. But it isn't. Trust me. It's the professor, the exam, the textbook, and sometimes also the punishment. It doesn't ask if you're ready, it doesn't care if you ran away, it finds you. Inevitable, natural, familiar like a storm finding the sea. Because I, believer, non believer, doesn't matter. Because the soul doesn't follow categories, it follows truth. And truth is stranger, funnier, darker, brighter, and infinitely more alive than anything we imagine. And now let me get you to the brighter side of this. It isn't just heartbreaks, it's not just the fire and storms. It is also laughter in the middle of the dark. Because some nights you can catch yourself smiling at things you did. It's finding a piece of yourself in a song you have heard 100 times but never really listened to. It's noticing a stranger's smile and feeling somehow that the universe winked at you like you matter. It's the small, unremarkable moments that suddenly feel miraculous. The taste of your morning tea, the way the sunlight falls on the floor, the sounds of your own breath, and realizing for the first time that you're still here. Yes, the journey is raw. It can be brutal. You will meet your fears, you will meet your ego. Why am I talking about all these things negatively about spirituality? Because I can find other people who are beginners to the spiritual journey think that spirituality is all about light, enlightenment, smiling, enjoying life. No. In order to attain that stage, you have to go through all this. You have to shed your past versions. So I just want to put the truth out there that spirituality is going to look like this. And slowly, you get to the lighter version. It works like that. You will meet the parts of yourself you have tried to bury and then discover yourself again. If you follow through, if you don't run from the storm, you will find something rarer than comfort. It's clarity. It's knowing how things work behind the scenes. It teaches you patience, but not in the easy Instagram friendly way. It teaches you patience in chaos, in waiting, in uncertainty. It teaches you that life does not have to make sense, and that's okay. That's actually beautiful. Like you learn everything in practical here. Because when life finally does make sense, if it ever does, it is not in the form of control or perfection or reward. It is in the form of presence, like your presence and you're conscious of living life that you want, in the form of being awake enough to notice the miracles hiding inside the ordinary things. And here's the fun part. Let me admit it, you're not alone, even when it feels like it, even when the darkness seems endless. You will meet people who reflect your soul back to you. Remember the things that I said about the lighter side of it? It's that. Teachers disguised as strangers, mirrors disguised as friends, lessons disguised as pain. And in their reflections, you'll find your own light, flickering quietly, waiting to be recognized. In my perspective, I would say spirituality is kind of a game that plays with paradoxes. You learn that suffering is not the enemy, it's the doorway. You learn that joy is not the absence of pain, it's the presence of understanding. You learn that freedom is not about escaping life, it's about embracing it fully, even the messy, inconvenient, heartbreaking parts. And slowly, day by day, you start building a life that feels like yours, like you become comfortable in your own shoes. Somehow, it feels like you have done this in the past and it feels familiar. Not perfect, absolutely not painless, not predictable either, but yours. And I think this is the beauty of spirituality. Even after the storms, even after the fire, the tears, you start to laugh at your old illusions. You start to trust yourself like you know everything in the world. You start to see that every crack, scar, failure was just the universe carving space for your light. Spiritual path doesn't promise you a life without storms, absolutely not. It promises a life where you can dance in the rain, where you can see the stars even when the night is darkest. It's about finding or knowing that there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's like that. Trust me, it's beautiful. Where you can find pieces of heaven in the most ordinary moments. And one day you realize something miraculous. The pain didn't destroy you, it didn't make you smaller, it made you wider, your heart bigger, your vision sharper, and your soul louder. And that is when you know spirituality isn't just about something that finds you in storms. It finds you in the smile afterward, in the light that returns. It's the moment that you find light at the end of the tunnel, in the strength you didn't know you had to find it, and in the love you start giving yourself unapologetically. So, yes, the fire will burn, you will fall, weep, be tested. But if you stay, if you open yourself enough, you will rise, heal, and find yourself. And when that happens, you'll finally understand life was never meant to be safe, it was meant to be felt, lived, witnessed by someone awake enough to see. Welcome to your awakening. Welcome to Elroy, the God who sees us. Here, we can stop pretending and be ourselves so that we can see the God who sees us in a better way possible.